So is Avis stock a good stock to buy right now, or is it a good short? What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with TechBud Solutions, and we have to talk about this because in just the past month, Avis stock has gone from lows of sub $100 per share to now over $588. Today, it's pushed up nearly 20%. It's up over 460% in just 28 days. Now, what exactly is happening? Are they changing their business? Is it a shift to AI? Nope, it's a short squeeze. Just like what we saw with AMC and GameStop, the same thing is happening with Avis Budget Car. Again, in this video, I want to explain to you in a very simple way why it's important to understand a stock technically, but also fundamentally. Now, let me make sure I answer this very quickly for you if this is why you came to this video. Is Avis stock a good investment? Ticker symbol CAR. In my opinion, no. In this video, I'm going to explain why. So again, make sure you kind of stay tuned. Second question is it a good short? The simple answer is no. The stock is still rallying. The short squeeze is still in play, meaning that today alone, it's up an additional 18%. It was overbought last week. It was overbought the week before that, and the stock is still pumping. Just like we saw with GameStop or AMC, a significant trigger has to happen. We have to see a shift of sentiment, momentum begin to slow down, and a lot of profit taking place. And then at that point, maybe we can justify a short on this stock. But until then, let the pump keep pumping. Right? There's no reason to take part of it. If you have experience and you know how to trade high risk momentum plays, then again, be my guest. But if you're a beginner, in my opinion, you should completely stay away from a stock like this. Now, what do I mean by technically and then fundamentally? Well, technically speaking, this stock looks like a great stock that you want to be a part of, right? But what if all of a sudden people begin to take profits? This thing came from lows of $90. It's now trading at $580. What if the same thing happens? Not what if, because it's only a matter of time. There's not one stock that's ever been short squeezed that sustains itself at these elevated levels. Not one stock in history. You really think that Avis Budget Card is going to be that one for you? So again, common sense. This rally will eventually end. And when it does, and direction proves that it, has ended, then at that point, maybe it can make sense to short it. But until then, if you were to buy it now and you bag hold, which is a terrible, unhealthy habit from a beginner, it offers 82% potential of downside. Now, again, in my opinion, that's a very high risk for I don't know how much more potential reward. So in my opinion, that's why it's not worth it to buy here as an investment. Now, again, like I said, if you have experience, if you know how to manage and mitigate risk, if you're a pretty proactive day trader, meaning that you know how to get in and get out as direction is favorable, you know how to manage and mitigate risk if direction turns against you, then this might be a relevant stock to pay attention to as momentum and direction are still in your favor. But why wouldn't the stock make a good investment? That's what I'm excited to share with you. Now, again, technically speaking, it looks very attractive. Volume picked up, but it looks like it might be slowing down. Let's look into this company fundamentally. If you guys hop on over to Investing Pro, we looked it up. It's ticker symbol CAR, and it's the Avis Budget Group. Okay, well, right away, the fair value, there's 49% potential of downside. That's not good. On top of that, wait, okay, this company makes $11.6 billion in revenue. Cool. Wait, what's this? Negative 19.6 P ratio? Why is it negative? Oh, it's because the company loses nearly $1 billion a year in net income. Wait, that can't be right? That just wouldn't make sense. I wonder how it's been doing lately. Wait, you're telling me that its revenue, if anything, has declined since 2022? Now you're surprised why it was shorted? Maybe its last quarter wasn't that bad. Maybe that's why this time they short squeezed it. Maybe it wasn't that bad. Wait, what? A catastrophic Q4 2025? That can't be true, right? This is the LTM financial model for the year. This is for Q4. Wait, what? $747 million is what it lost in one quarter? But that was just last quarter. Wait, what? Then why is this stock pumping? Why were people upset that it was being so heavily shorted? Oh, they just wanted to short squeeze it. They wanted to force short sellers to get out so they can make their money, pump up the stock, and then dump it, and then it will come crashing down, just like we saw with AMC and just like we saw with GameStop. Well, when's the next time that it reports earnings? Okay. The next time is May 4th, in just a few weeks. Cool. They're expected to lose $7.14 per share, and their revenue is expected to be $2.4 billion, which would yield a loss. Their last earnings, 20.77% decrease. We'll see, right? I think this is why it's so important that, technically speaking, why wouldn't I want to partake in this? Let the rally continue, right? It looks so attractive to a beginner, possibly. Oh my goodness. In just the past month, right? When you look it up on Google, it's up 470% in just the past month. I need to buy this now. But then when you just take a little bit of time, dig a little bit deeper to understand what's going on. It's a short squeeze. Yeah, some money can be made in the short term, but as soon as direction turns against you, there's a reason they were shorting it. It's a failing business. It's losing $1 billion a year. There's nothing attractive about it. It's not a growing company. You know what would be a smart move from Avis, but it would kill this momentum? Very similar to what I think it was GameStop that did it. They began selling their own shares. They know that they will never sustain these elevated levels. So if the company itself begins to liquidate their own shares and they begin to take profits, they can at least add those cash or cash equivalents to their balance sheet. And at that point, they can buy themselves time. This company holds on average right around $500 million in cash or cash equivalents a year, but they have like $30 billion in debt. That's terrible. Right now, with a market cap of $20 billion after running up 470%, it might not be a terrible idea for them. But remember, as soon as they begin to do that, the company will begin to crash. But at least the company will look out for themselves and buy themselves time. Because when you have a lot of cash on your balance sheet, you can sustain uncertain times, right? And at least it gives you the ability to be able to make decisions. But again, that's a conversation for another time. I just wanted to make sure that you had a full understanding of what's going on. This is a momentum play. Great for those that know how to trade momentum-based stocks and have experience. If you're a beginner or thinking about investing, in my opinion, I would completely stay away from this. Again, the software that I'm using to analyze these different companies is called Investing Pro. If you ever want to check it out, right now they have a huge sale going on for a few more hours. And as of right now, it's 55% off, which is less than $9 a month. Very simple question to ask yourself. Is making more informed trade decisions or investment decisions worth $9 a month? If the simple answer is yes, click that first link down below and feel free to check it out. Again, I appreciate you guys' time. I hope that earned a thumbs up. If you guys have any questions or suggestions, leave them down in the comment section. And like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.